You know what I hate? Well, this is something that I'm saying in my channel. I hate the new Dolphins logo. Why do I hate the new Dolphins logo? Well, is changing the logo could make the team any better? No. Well, let me tell you something. After all, after watching basketball, one of our Miami teams, straight wins in a row, have lost. Well, this is Miami. This is about the Miami Heat, and in basketball. And the one thing is they couldn't break the 33 straight game record of the Los Angeles Lakers, but this is more like, well, this is not 1972, people, when Miami has keep on a winning streak, going straight on wins was happening back in the 1970s with my own football team. Yes, the football team that in all my damn life, and before I was born, what was it? Alright, what was it from? What, 70? What was it from? How long? How many years before I was born? Alright. Seven years before I was born. Yeah, 7 years before I was born. You have a Miami sports franchise having a winning streak of keep on winning games. And one thing I've heard about the 17 and 0 story. Yeah, 17 and 0. You heard of that? Yeah, 1973. Around like the early 1973, like 7 years before I was born, 7 or 6 years before I was born, or something like that. Well, this is what it is, right? As long as they have keeping the winning streak record, the only Miami-based team that have never lost, and they're keeping up with their winning streak, was the Miami Dolphins back in from 1972 to the beginning of 1973. All right, but I'm gonna tell you this is not just this. All right, yeah, he never has kept the winning streak, but that's just the Miami's basketball team. But now we're talking about the football team, right? A football team, the only team in Miami, the only sports franchise in Miami that only have kept a winning streak without losing a game. Has changed their logo. And what the heck, a dolphin? And they took out the helmet? Damn, they took out the helmet. What I got this? Collector's item, right? I'm going to show you why this has been. I have a jacket. Was bought in 1996. Yes, 1996. And around 1996 and stuff, right? This is from 1996. And look. This is the old logo before it would change. It was like, how many times did it have to change? Like 3 times? Right, this is bought back in 96. And back in 1996, this is the logo they used. Yes. This is the logo. Right? Yeah, but that was when Dan Marino was playing. And then I'll have bought now another collector's item. I hate when it's just called is this hat. This is the newest addition to the newest collector's item. See this? A mean dolphin. Alright? And then look at this, the M. The M. The M. Keep the logo. keep the old logo. You know, this is what it is. And what you try to mess up, the only thing that needs to change is the owner. Well, so this is what it happens. The Miami Dolphins, the oldest sports franchise here in Miami, Florida, well, is the only team with the winningest with straight wins record. With straight wins record. And that's back in 1972. Well, there are two teams in Miami. I mean, actually, three teams in Miami, Florida that won 2 championships now. Well, you have the Miami Dolphins, the Marlins, the Florida Marlins, that's what it's known for, and the Miami Heat. But one has the winning straight record, and that is the Miami Dolphins, 17-0. Nobody had broken the 17-0 record. Well, the owner of what I'm telling you, this is back then when the only team in Miami to cheer for is the Miami Dolphins. Well, it was started by Ted Arison. Let me tell you what is it. This is the Miami Heat, the Miami Heat, and then it passed to him, to Mickey Arison, and then to his son. Not Ted Arison, but John Arison. Yeah, 3 generations of the Arisons. All right, but this is what is the Dolphins. On the other hand, started by around 1966. You know, 1966. But that was when it's under management of a new. It's an AFC team, AFC franchise. But once the NFL took over the AFL, you know, that was called the AFC. Since that I mentioned, there's no mentioning of Super Bowl records, or no mentioning of way after 1972, or in 73, of course. After these 2 Super Bowl wins, you know, then you never heard of Miami. You know, the only last time they went to the Super Bowl is when they faced the 49ers and they lost against the San Francisco's 49ers. Well, I'll tell you how it is. This is one thing for certain, is that I think the Arisons would be better projected, and what I'm telling you, this is the NFL, and this what they're messing around with this logo. Yes, this logo. A change in the logo, that means you're taking away a new league, a new expectation of what it means. What it means that since YouTube and since the internet and since we all have even know that what is called American football outside the United States, you have, I would experience there, you have the NFL Europe League. NFL Europe means that these are football, American football that is, played outside the United States. They played in Europe, they played in England and Barcelona and Germany and what so forth. You know. And then this is something that I have watched it on TV. Yeah, World League or NFL Europe. Yeah, this is kind of like, yeah, this is the World Bowl, right? And then you have this other type of whatchamacallit football with 3 downs instead of 4 downs. CFL. This is kind of weird. This is kind of like changing the rules of our football, American football, or Canadian football, that's what they call it. But that's just the same thing, just changing quite a little tweaks of differences. And then if I second check on the net, then they have the X-Leauge. And what is this X-Leauge is? This football, our football, American football, that's what it's called, played in Japan. And the reason why I'm saying that the owner should be Mickey Arison, has to own the Miami Dolphins, and there's just plenty of off broad view, or looking at the other corner to open a window of opportunities. This is what it is. Mick Arison is the CEO of Carnival. Carnival Cruise Lines, and what else we have? That they should have make Carnival Airlines, right? This is all based in right here in Florida, but I think, especially when I'm talking about, Carnival, and we're talking about the X-Leauge. The X-Leauge are a form of teams in all these prefectures in Japan with corporate names. So this is more like they're kind of stupid of what the Dolphins organization, or what kind of stupidity it is. I think they're out of their heads. They're stupid, and that's it. That's why I hate the new Dolphins logo. Well, this current logo is teal green and orange, and the M. Certainly, what it is, as Mickey Arison has led to the third generation of the Arison family to own the Miami Heat franchise. So this is what it is of a broad view mirror, and for rear view mirror, talking about Carnival chips being messed up and stuff. Well, this is not what it is. In talking about ingenuity problems or whatever it is, they just never looked for the right provider, and then we have to have a new set of chips called the Dolphin. Why the Dolphin? Alright, the Dolphin is like it's a chip that goes to Hawaii. Why Hawaii? It is called the Dolphin just as a project. Is like if Arison has owned the Miami Dolphins NFL franchise, is more to develop an X-Leauge franchise. And Carnival Airlines is more than, it's Carnival, but it's a Japan-based airlines based in Japan. And then this is where this name coming from, keeping the same old logo, this logo, not the logo from the 60s, from the beginning, like this one, or more this one. So that logo came out in 1997. 1997 to keep it in no changes, because I think that's stupid, because we need this logo. The only thing would change is the colors. It'll be red, white, and blue. The Sun Life Stadium should be called Carnival Stadium, and then this is where an exhibition game of the Miami Heat would be played overseas. Talking about a new town, a new prefecture, or prefecture. All right. In other words, long live what the Miami Dolphins is. Alright, and this is kind of incidents. This is kind of, for instance, why in the hell then people might think in their minds, Why the hell are they gonna pick Dolphins and build a chip over there where they kill dolphins? Well, does Kawasaki ring a bell? Yeah, Kawasaki or Mitsubishi could build chips for Carnival, the Carnival Dolphin. Yeah, Dolphin. Oh yeah, whoa, right idea. Carnival Dolphins. This is more like a corporate name because you replace the M with a C. Why? Because this logo in the NFL Dolphins, you see the dolphin in the helmet, the M stands for Miami. The M stands for Miami. Wow, in the X-Leauge, this is what it is. This is where the Miami Dolphins have to play an home game outside the U.S., outside Miami, Florida, set record straight and all this. This is where I'm going to another Japanese town, and then this is where it is. I don't know where they're playing. Oh, the Miami Heat playing in Hakata Coliseum. Well, the Miami Heat playing an exhibition game overseas, playing in Japan. This is more like an introduction to a Miami team with the same owner. That means the new owner of the Miami Dolphins. What's the name of it? A new airline, and what it is that setting up things like an NBA game, playing Miami Heat playing in Fukuoka, Japan. It's more like a wave of an entry that the Dolphins' first season game will be played overseas. This is where Mickey Arison, as an owner of the Miami Dolphins, if I ever could see it, knowing about the X-Leauge, knowing about that this X-Leauge X-Leauge football, American football, is played in Japan with corporate names, and this is where Carnival, the name Carnival Dolphins, play. Well, this is more like this. This is more like the whole section, the whole enchilada. Jeff Ireland. I don't know if Jeff Ireland got to do. Well, if Mickey Arison sees something about Jeff Ireland, I think he will can Jeff Ireland, fire Jeff Ireland if he's making wrong decisions. All in the smart crew, learning the ways of what it is, and that is to seek perfection. And you know how Japanese folks tend to see no failures whatsoever. This is like tend to adapt the culture, and then if Mickey Arison could learn whatever it is, Jeff Ireland gets fired. New one gets in. Philbin may be replaced by another coach. This is a whole story of what it is to keep the old Dolphins logo, because there is a meaning of a new franchise of the X-Leauge. Whoa, the first things first. After all, if you've seen two Florida teams, this is just starting up with their season game for the Miami Dolphins, playing against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Who would wonder who might root for the Bucks, right? I know I've seen the Tampa Bay Bucks new logo. The logo that they have now. The logo that they have now is Jolly Roger. It's a flag with a skull and the two crossbones. Yeah, anybody cheering for the Tampa Bay Bucks, that means guess what? Is live? It's on stage. Is live? Is one of their first season games that Miami Dolphins played overseas. There's a regular season game playing overseas. The thing is where is perfection? And where do we have led to a 19-0 Dolphins could mean that that Miami could break their own record of the perfect season, right? Miami, breaking the 1972 Dolphins perfect season record done by Miami would be a better off an idea of changing the owners, having a new lineup, fresh lineup, all it is, and seek to perfection, learning what it is that, like, these Dolphin players go to Japan and adapt, Japanese rigorous, straight up training. Even though it's not like I'm gonna freaking learn karate or anything like that, but it seems like a method of what it is of doing it right. Like just like they make the right TVs for you, or all these electronic items that work very well. Well, it seems that what they do is, even though this is Mickey Arison looking for a new team, looking to have an expansion team in the X-Leauge, the Dolphins would be a perfect example of what it is that Carnival is based in Miami, Florida, means that this football team would be embraced by Miami's first sports franchise, or the football team known as the Miami Dolphins, called the Carnival Dolphins. And then this is where the Carnival Dolphins takes the league, and how many fill in the stadium, and how you freaking converted a baseball stadium to a football stadium. It happens with the Miami Dolphins, but the Carnival Dolphins, that's going to be the same thing too. The only thing that don't change is the logo, and this is stupid, You have these logos right here. The only thing is blue. This thing right here is red. Red letter, red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue Dolphin, right? Stands for Carnival. Carnival Cruise Lines. Carnival Asian headquarters will be settled up in Fukuoka, Japan, because that's where the Carnival Dolphins are going to be based to. Then is after the Miami Heat introduction of playing in Japan, then against the Atlanta Hawks, poopy. But the Dolphins' first home game played outside Sun Life or random stadium, call it Carnival Stadium pretty soon. Then their first home game will be played in YAHOO Stadium. And why YAHOO Stadium? YAHOO Stadium is more like, I'm saying, their first Miami Dolphins home game played outside the US against the Tampa Bay Bucks. I say just a first season game overseas, if under Mickey Arison's ownership. And under Mickey's Arison ownership, you've seen that, how many people will root for the Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins, how many people will root for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And some vlogger out there might say, oh, the Tampa Bay Bucks have the coolest logo. But that will be a chick that knows how to play the piano, that live in that town. So everybody says that, money in a bucket, asses in the seats right there in YAHOO Stadium. This is where the first overseas game for the Miami Dolphins will play. This is where it is that everything set up the stage. It will be in nighttime. They're gonna show in nighttime here in the US. It will be played in daytime. Well, YAHOO Stadium played in the daytime. Well, here's night. This is where the Sun Sports will televise a night. Will be televising the first Miami Dolphins season game played overseas at nighttime. When it's daytime of one of their first home game season season games played at the home for the Carnival Dolphins, the YAHOO Stadium, for the X-Leauge team. And then this is where it goes. This that's just playing in Sun Sports because it's owned by Fox Sports. So this is where it is. The game will be played in YAHOO Stadium. This is what the Dolphins under the Mickey Arison's ownership. The game will be played by YAHOO Stadium. The game is the Miami Dolphins versus the Tampa Bay Bucks, first regular season game outside the U.S., outside Miami, Florida. You know, it's all set up to fix up the stage for the Miami Dolphins in YAHOO Stadium, you know, against the Tampa Bay Bucks. This is the first overseas game that the Miami Dolphins season game, one of the first home games played overseas outside the US, outside Miami, Florida. And until then, they keep the same logo. Yes, with this logo, the same logo. It has the M, and that same logo will be used for the X-Leauge Carnival Dolphins. The Carnival Dolphins, on the other hand, it looks the same logo as the Miami Dolphins. It's red, white, and blue. You know, the ring is red, and it stands for the dolphin right here. No, the ring is red or blue. The ring is red. The dolphin is blue. And you have the letter C for Carnival. You know, Carnival Cruise Lines. You know, because it's called the Carnival Dolphins. You know, Carnival's Asian headquarters will be in Fukuoka, Japan. That's where they're based. And then, after all, if you agree with me, and then I'm saying, screw the new Dolphins logo. Fuck the new Dolphins logo. You know what? This is for the new logo. This is for the new Miami Dolphins logo, because keep it the same. So sorry about this. It's the middle finger, but that's just to the Miami Dolphins organization. Steven the Butthead Ross, Steven the dumbass Ross, you know, Steven Dunce Ross, you know, he's a dummy. That I think the Dolphins has to be for sale. We could help out with the new stadium, changing the name from the Sun Life Stadium to Carnival Stadium. Dolphins' first home game will be playing in YAHOO Stadium overseas. It's played in Asia. And what else could we know? That's after the Miami Heat plays a game in Japan. And what else can we know? Oh yeah, Carnival Airlines. You know, Carnival Airlines. That'll be paid. That's be paid from the Sky Team. You know, the owner of Delta. I don't know. That would be a problem. Renaming the American Airlines Arena to Delta Arena, because the company that owns Delta is the same company that owns Carnival Airlines, based in Fukuoka, Japan. Because this is just Carnival. The Carnival lines is like this. So what it is, what they need to change is not to change the logo, change the owner, change the whole crew, and then I'll think what Mickey Arison will do. Out of the whole Miami Dolphins organization, he'll fire every knucklehead in the Miami Dolphins organization that screw up the Miami Dolphins since day one. You know, and that's up for it, and that's why I hate the new Miami Dolphins logo. Peace out, everybody, and screw you for the new logo. Keep this one. Thank you very much.